Hey guys, time for part 2 of the Fusion versus Melange comparison. Stay tuned, see how they turned out. Okay guys, this is Jenny with Absolutely Handmade, and I just wanted to do this follow-up video with the Fusion and Melange paint. I told y'all after about 3 weeks we would check back. It's been roughly 20 to 22 days since I painted these samples. You guys can see it's the same ones. See where we tested. A little bit of wipe away on each side. I'm going to do the best I can to voice over or speak through this video. I bit the fire out of my mouth the other day, and I have a huge ulcer that's making it feel like I'm having a hard time talking. So hopefully you guys can understand me enough to get through this video. But I wanted to follow up. Again, this is the Fusion and Melange. Both are primer, paint, and top coat in one. The top coat for both of these is rated for UV, so you can use them outdoors, on your exterior doors, on your projects that are going to sit outside, plant containers, signs that you have maybe in your garden, or here in Phoenix we do a lot of like wall mural type signs on our cinder block walls. So let's test out. I don't know if y'all can see. I've got a new light set up I'm also trying, and I don't love it. So this will probably be a one and done. It'll go back to Amazon, but it's not terrible. It's just not great for me. I don't know if y'all can tell or not, but this Fusion paint has a little bit of a shimmer to it that I don't love. I don't really want a shine. I like more of a matte finish, which that's what the Melange is giving us. There's a good, for me, yeah, you guys can see it too in the camera. So see how shiny this looks? Way more shiny than this one. No matter what light I put this one in, see there's very little shine to it. You can see it's definitely more of a matte finish. So if you're wanting a more matte finish, this one is definitely the winner for me. You can kind of see the line in the middle where I've divided the two paints. So this is where they cross over. But you can tell because of the shine, it makes this one look lighter, even though they're pretty much the same color. This one appears darker. So I do prefer the Melange paint when it comes to the color. Okay, so we're going to do a couple of basics. I just wanted to do, a couple of different versions of a scratch test and see how it holds up, especially now that it's fully cured after 21 days. We're going to start with the 220 grit sanding pad. We used that kind of here last time, so we're going to scooch over a little bit, maybe do up towards the top or maybe over here to the side just to give us a different spot. I've got a couple of other tools we're going to use to test, and I've also got the water wipes that I like. We're going to see how it distresses, or if it will distress at this point. Ideally, after 21 days, there should be no change in color or wipe away or anything like that on the water wipes. So we'll see how that works out shortly. But I want to go in here and sand and see how they do. Okay, so with a sanding block, I can sand it down a little bit on the Melange side. It's not ridiculous, but I mean, honestly, how many of your projects are you going to go in and like, y'all saw how hard my finger is turning white. Like I was pressing hard. All right, so let's see how the Fusion does. And also, last time we kind of ranked the mess they made. Look, Fusion's already making a huge mess out of the sanding pad. Did the same thing, brand new too. Okay, so this one actually, not to mention the mess, y'all see all this sanding dust, and it's like discolored the thing over here. This one has honestly scrubbed away about as well as this one did. So I don't really see, and you also saw how hard I was pressing. I was pressing really hard for both, but I don't see a difference in the performance in that test, specifically, unless you want to talk about the mess they make. The Fusion paint, it gummed up my sanding pad, whereas the other one didn't. It just barely left any color on there. So I'm not sure if it's the difference in the top coats that they're using. Now, I know when we finished before, this one felt a little sticky. We're going to see if it does that when it's wet. Right now, it's nice and soft. This one's fine, too. Now my finger's dusty, so it's leaving a mark on the paint. Okay, so the next one, this is going to seem silly, but I've used it before in some of my other comparisons, but the little scratcher that you use for your animals to do their hair. I'm just going to scrape and see if it does anything. Not really seeing, I mean, a little bit of scratchy line, but that's about it. What Fusion does. Oh, Fusion left big lines. Okay, there's that sticky feel too. It's kind of back. It's got kind of a, I've never noticed that before, guys. I don't know why this is feeling like this, but it does have like a sticky. This one doesn't. It's sliding easily. This one is grabbing my finger. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm not real sure on that one. I'm no paint expert. If you know maybe why this paint grabs and this one doesn't, feel free to drop a comment down below. Okay, so the last one we're going to do for scraping. Okay, so if I dig with the point, I can dig it up. But y'all saw with this, it's not really doing anything. You can see how hard I'm pressing. It's actually hurting my finger quite a bit. Okay, so let's try this side. Okay, it's grabbing like it was doing my finger. It is leaving a good bit of marks. You can see the straight marks versus the swirly marks. It's leaving a good bit of marks. And yeah, that definitely does some damage too. It feels like it's digging in. And it's sticky feeling again. What is up with the sticky? I don't understand. Okay, that one's new to me. All right, so now we've made a huge mess. Let's use a water wipe. First of all, we're going to try and clean some of this up. And maybe y'all can see the results a little better. We're also, I mean, we've dusted off stuff, so we're going to get a clean one and try it in here in just a minute. But, okay, hold tight. I'm going to wave it in the air so I can send it back dry. So we can see the colors again. Okay, it's drying off. Give it just a second. I don't have a shop towel sitting here with me, so I can't dry it off with a no lint situation. It's going to leave fuzzies if I try and wipe it with a paper towel. But you can kind of see, honestly, the Fusion is leaving the bigger mess. I see the little tiny scratches. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try and zoom in when I'm editing or when I'm pulling the video up, but you can kind of see the scratches in the paint, but it's not anything like you're seeing the scratch over here on the Fusion paint. So if you're concerned about scratches, maybe that's something you need to pay a little bit more attention to. Okay, and then the last one I want to do is just like a really good rub. I'll take my finger out of it so y'all can see just how hard I'm pressing. My finger's turning yellow again. We're going to press and rub. This is like making me winded. Clearly, I need to get back to the gym. Okay, so not really leaving anything on the napkin or on the wet wipe. This is old. Don't pay attention to this. Just pay attention to this. Not really leaving much on the wet wipe. Get it to dry off. Not really doing anything to the color either. I would say that's pretty durable for like a wet wipe. And honestly, in my opinion, you're more likely to wipe a piece of furniture, maybe with a damp cloth, than you are to worry about like massive scratches. Unless you're putting a metal something or maybe a wood riser or something of that nature on a piece of wood furniture. But for the most part, I think it's more likely for you to like wet wipe it off than it is for you to be scratching at it. I mean, I'm scratching and digging intentionally. If I just scratched, oh, they left a mark with my fingernail on that one. Left one down here, but not up here. So maybe it's a difference in where I'm touching. But Fusion's leaving a mark every single time. I don't know that I love that. That's not great. I've never seen it do that before, but I've also never scratched my products intentionally like that either. But that is interesting. Fingernail doesn't really, I'm not leaving a mark on Melange, but it is definitely leaving a mark on Fusion. Okay, well, let's see how, I'll find a clean spot on the rag. do the same thing. I want y'all to see my finger. I'm actually pressing. I don't want anybody to think that I'm not trying to, show an accurate representation. Okay, so for a wet wipe, it's about the same result as far as what's coming up on the rag. There's a little bit of a gray haze to it. Oh, as that hurts in my mouth. I bit myself and I knew it was going to leave an ulcer the minute I did it, and then I bit it again the same day. So I knew I was in trouble. I don't know how many of you guys have ever done that before, but I don't know why my lip was in the way as much as it was that day, but I apparently was really after it. I can see where the paint is rubbing away, however, unlike where I did it over here. I didn't see that, but I can absolutely see where there's some paint missing right there that wasn't a few minutes ago. So I have to say, Melange, I'm impressed. I love Fusion. I've been using it for years, even before I became a stockist. I love Fusion, and this isn't going to deter me from using it in any shape, form, or fashion. I'm still going to sell it. I still think it's a great product. This damage that I'm doing to this board is absolutely intentional. So this is not what I would consider everyday wear and tear, but it is kind of interesting to see how the paints hold up. And that was kind of what I wanted to show you guys. I wanted to do an honest comparison. And you guys have watched the process. I literally painted a block of coal black and a block of jet. And you guys have been here the whole step of, every step of the way. We've done the same type of test several weeks ago when it was fresh. We got, similar results. I do still feel that this is a matte finish, more true of a matte finish than the Fusion. Again, not that that matters. I'm just aware that Fusion has a bit of a sheen to it without using any type of a glossy coat or anything to it. So I have to say, Melange made right here in Texas is pretty impressive. I think you guys are going to watch me utilize Melange a little bit more in the coming weeks and months. I finally did get my order of Fusion. I placed an order the end of September, and I got it after the 30-day mark in October. So the Canadian border thing was real. It was a real issue. We're hearing that it's been resolved to some extent, and the packages are moving well again. But I apparently am the lucky one. My package is stuck again. In the next couple of days, if it doesn't start moving, I'm going to start another investigation with UPS. And they ask for up to 10 days to investigate. And crazy enough, the last time they used the full 10 business days before magically my packages were found and started moving on day 10. So it did take over 4 weeks for me to get my paint last time. And this most recent order was a lot of like raw silk and coal black and a couple of my other staples that I had run out of in the month between when I ordered the last time and this time. And I'm really hoping that gets resolved soon because I do love my Fusion paint. I don't want you guys to think that this comparison is to deter you from using Fusion. It's not. It's just to make you aware of how it compares to Melange and how Melange compares to Fusion. I still haven't practically used Melange. That's still next on my list. I'm going to start using it for furniture. I've got some furniture flips now that Phoenix is, I want to say it's cooling down, but I just read in the online that we're going to have a record high probably on Sunday for this time of year and this date, that kind of thing. It's supposed to be 89 on Sunday, and our record high is 88. So it's still hot in Phoenix. I have a Christmas festival in a couple weeks, and you guys are going to see some projects that I'm going to be getting ready for that coming up. And it's hard to get ready for Christmas when it's 90 degrees outside. So I'm not going to lie. I hope that it cools down. It is really nice. Like right now, it's very late at night. It's like 11 o'clock at night while I'm recording this because my grandkids are asleep. They're spending the night tonight. And my husband had to run to the airport to drop his mom off, that kind of thing. So I was here alone, and I was like, this is a great time for me to record content for this comparison because it has been that 20+ day mark where I wanted to be when I did this again. So this was perfect. It lined up this week when I was already kind of still playing catch up. I'm pretty much caught up from the wedding now. I'm trying to get ahead for the craft fair. So it's cool right now. Like it's in the, I mean, I've walked the dog late at night. We have one dog. Y'all have heard me talk about Annie. Annie does not like other dogs. So I walk her usually between 11 and 1 at night. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm a night owl and there's no one out between 11 and 1. So we don't run the risk of running into another dog or another person that she may not be friendly with. Not that she would bite, but she is loud. She sounds like she will eat you, even though she won't. She'll lick you to death. She's missing all of her front bottom teeth because she lost them when she hit our car almost 4 years ago. So from canine to canine, she has nothing on the bottom to bite you with, and she's actually missing 3 more on top. So she's all bark and very little bite. But it's been cool at night. So I am appreciating the cooler weather in the evenings. And I've been trying to get up in the morning, even though I haven't been sleeping very well, even for me, and get some stuff done early when my granddaughter gets here. And then I've been trying to nap when she naps in the afternoon so that I catch up on some sleep. So those of you who have fussed at me for not sleeping enough, don't worry. I'm trying to get some more sleep thrown in the mix. My birthday is next week. I'm a Veterans Day baby, so which my grandfather loved because he was a POW in World War II. So if my content is late next week, y'all please just bear with me. I want to enjoy it, and it's my 45th birthday. It's a big deal for me. It's one of those milestone birthdays, and it's one of those birthdays that I remember in my 20s praying for what I have now. So I'm trying to, I get teary. I'm trying to be grateful for what I have this year. It's just, it's a year of gratitude is what it is. I have 2 new daughter-in-laws. I have grandbabies that I love that have just joined our family. And this is a big birthday coming up. So I want to enjoy it some next week too. But I miss you guys when I don't do my content. I actually miss doing this, even though it's very chaotic to get it recorded and get it edited and get it voiceovered and get it posted. It's a lot of steps. I don't know how many of you guys know about the background of YouTube, but it's a long process to get your content uploaded for everybody to enjoy. So for each and every one of you that tune in each time I post a video, I truly appreciate the time that you take out of your day to watch these videos of, crafts that this housewife and mom and grandmother sit in her kitchen and put together for you, because I enjoy it, but I appreciate the fact that y'all enjoy it too. So I'm grateful for you. It's also November, so we can be grateful. We're heading into Thanksgiving. So I always get this time of the year for grateful, and our Christmas is going to be different this year. We're going to try and pick up some new traditions and start to travel together as a family at some point. So we're giving our kids a trip next year instead of doing big gifts this year. So I got sick of the Amazon list. I don't know about you guys. Y'all can comment down below. But having your kids hand you an Amazon list and you shopping off of Amazon and wrapping it up and putting it under the tree and then knowing exactly what's there before they ever open it, it's not Christmas to me. I'm going to make everybody a little something so that they have something to open. The kids, of course, will get a little something, plus we'll get them a couple of toys or books or something that they need or something educational that can help them moving forward, because I'm apparently going to be that grandmother. My mom and sisters are teachers, so that's just the type of family we come from. We try to make our gifts leave a mark, kind of thing, in a good way. So I'm excited for this season this year, just to kind of enjoy my family. But I also want to make sure I include you guys because I enjoy crafting. It's therapy for me. So all this being said, if you're still here, please comment below. Let's see, what's a good word to comment for birthday? How about cake? Because I love cake. I love chocolate mousse pie even better, but I do love me some cake. Just so I know you're here through this whole rambling on speech I've done. And I have, I think we're going to do a craft my stash video next. So stay tuned for that. I have a whole shelving unit in my living room that is full of overflow from my garage and my shed, because I'll go out there and I'll see something that I love and I have a plan for it and it comes inside. And if I don't get to it fast enough, it lands on the shelf. So my shelf is getting full and it's time for us to craft my stash. I also want to go back to the antique and thrift stores. I kind of miss them. It's relaxing and enjoyable for me to get to go do that, but I'm trying to be disciplined and not go until I've crafted more things. So I have some new space to bring things into. And my infamous fireplace is on my list this next week. It may be my birthday gift to myself. I may just sit there all day long and paint it. So I can get it done because I want it done. So anyways, you guys, I love you guys. I appreciate you being here. Fusion, Melange, you're going to see me using Melange more and more in the future. I'm super impressed with it. And Melange, if you're watching, good job. It's a great paint. Fusion, still love Fusion as well. Don't feel like I'm dogging you at all. I still love my Fusion paint. I still have every color in a pint in my room, and I try to use them as often as I possibly can on different projects. But it is nice to know I have an alternative if I can't get the ones I normally rely on. So who knows? Maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll flip to more of a Melange person and Fusion will kind of be in the wings. But for now, we're going to consider them kind of equal ground here. Put your thoughts below. Let me know what you think. Are you interested in using the Melange? I do have testers in every color, so I will have those posted. I'm really struggling to get the photos together for online. Fusion has like a whole Dropbox that we just get on there and download, and we have everything we need to post them. And Melange is still a newer company, and they don't have that for us yet, so I'm having to create my graphics and things, or find my graphics for posting these things. They'll be on the site soon. Oh, and guys, be sure and click on the website below if you need any paint. I'm now carrying Fusion. I carry Melange. I've got Paint Couture still in both the acrylic and the chalk paint. And I still have Sweet Pickins milk paint, which I also want to use in the next couple of weeks. I've kind of been missing my milk paint. I also have all of the IOD. I'm fully stocked on all the Christmas still, except for Snow Globe. At the time of this recording, I have one Snow Globe left. One Snow Globe mold, that's it. And they're sold out. So that was a limited release. It's gone. If you don't get one from me or one of your other stockists that you can find online, and they sell completely out, they'll just be gone, unfortunately. It's a very cool and unique mold, and I really love it. So I'm glad I got one on the front end when they were released. But I do have everything else. So I still have the stamps. I didn't get a ton of those because that's never really one of my bigger sellers. I'm not a big stamp person, so if I'm not using it in my videos, they just don't sell. So I like them. I'm not as good of a user of stamps as I am the molds and the paints and the transfers and things like that. So the transfers I still have oodles of, each one of them. And not because nobody's bought them. Everybody's been buying them, and I've actually bought more. So I restocked twice because you guys have been so great about buying the transfers and molds. I've sold a lot of molds too. Winter Forge is doing really well. Along with Winter Botanist, and Clementine has picked up since the video we did last week, so that's been good. But anyways, guys, again, leave me some comments down below. Feel free to fuss at me for rambling because I feel like I did a lot of that in this video, but I wanted to post something for you guys this week, and I knew this was kind of an important thing that some of you were waiting on to see how they compared, so I'm glad we were able to find the time to do it. And I will see you guys next week. I hope y'all have a blessed weekend, and we will see you soon. Bye, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to me ramble. Be sure to like, comment, share, and then click subscribe and the bell so you'll be notified each time that I post a video. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.